A message from University President Donna Michaels.
Good day. I trust this finds you well, and that your summer, although certainly different from summers of the past, still held the blessings of family, relaxation, and warm weather. I recognize that many of you have questions about Brendell University's plans for reopening our campus for the fall semester. Starting now and in the weeks to come, we will be sharing with you the blueprints for our plans of fall 2020. But before we begin those important discussions, I recognize that you have other questions as well. For instance, what happened to my hand? Those of you who have been following the local news already knows that our campus recently earned the distinction of having the largest mass weasel infestation in North America. I want you to know that our Weasel Task Force and I have been working around the clock to curb the infestation and prepare our campus for your safe return. Consequently, there have been several skirmishes with the weasels over the past several months, and unfortunately, my hand was a sacrifice that had to be made. Because of these new challenges, on top of COVID-19, there will be changes coming to Brendell, and yes, some inconveniences. But if we want to be back together in the fall, we all will have to do our part. Ours is a shared responsibility. To begin, classes will also no longer be held in Chandler Hall. We have surrendered that location to the weasels, and as a result, we no longer have jurisdiction there. Please take heed of the signs to avoid the weasel stronghold formerly known as Chandler Hall at all costs. Entering the building would be a violation of a treaty we worked hard to negotiate. While we've got to make do with these adjustments, at least for a while, we've built in some nice perks. There will be extended hours in our dining halls and a new late-night menu. Chef Tony worked hard to put together some grab-and-go options before we were forced to give him up to the weasels, who demanded him for his culinary talents. We all miss Tony very much, and we wish him the best in his new life. Brendell University has also made the difficult decision to not hold football games in the fall semester. I cannot go into much more detail, but we had reason to believe that Coach Schlesinger was cooperating with the weasels. But while large gatherings on campus will mostly be limited in the meantime, we will still attempt to maintain a sense of community by continuing some of our traditional events. Our Brendell Choir Fall Concert will still take place in the chapel, with physical distancing and virtual engagement. However, we advise the attendees of these events to not appear too relaxed while enjoying them. Our inside sources inform us that the weasels monitor our daily activities for the best moments to strike, so we always want to appear alert and on our guard. So in addition to wearing masks, we are asking all of our students to wear eye alert, protective eyewear that simulates constant vigilance and will keep our community safe from invasion. Many other aspects of our reopening are still in the planning stages. You may refer to our COVID-19 website for regular updates. I know that there is a lot on your minds and there are still many questions you may have. For instance, what if you've fallen in love with one of the weasels despite knowing you could never act on it because of the war in your high-ranking position within the university? We will do everything in our power to answer your questions over the next few weeks. I want to thank you all in advance for your commitment to following our recommended guidelines, wearing your mask and eye alert, and bringing any available armor you may have for the great war to come. Thank you, and may God have mercy on all of us. How was that? We got it?